They're they're practicing their soccer, football, under the lights. So I thought I would try to go live again. I am working on my 10,000 steps. You can see that.
Great job hitting 8,482 steps total. You're closing in on that 10K.
Somebody just kicked the ball over here. So, yeah, I'm just out here getting my steps and rounding off to 10,000. And I was thinking, man, what a beautiful place this is to live. The rest of the country, freezing cold right now. A lot of places are buried under snow. And I'm just sitting here in a jacket. Very fortunate to be here right now. There's a guy coming to retrieve the ball. So, I just turned 67 on Monday, and I'm in the middle of an existential crisis, which is happens a lot for people. Well, at this point in life, happens a lot. Although I feel like I've been in an existential crisis my whole life. But so to solve an existential crisis, as I understand it, you have to answer three questions. One is, who am I? The other is, what is the other? Who am I? What do I do? Where do I go? Something like that. I think what do I do is kind of like, how do I relate to the world or myself? Who am I? How do you answer that one? Well, I think you just stay in the moment, see what you like to do from day to day, and then the other question is, what do I have to offer? Who am I? What do I have to offer? Where do I go? So first find out. I think the first thing to answer is, who am I? Second thing to answer is, once I know who I am, then I can answer the question, what I have to offer. And then I can answer the question, where do I go? So, right now, I'm just working on my health, walking. Health is wealth. Health is the first thing. Health is first. Those guys are working on their health. That's not just good for your physical health, it's good for your mental health. There is 0 people watching, 0 likes. I'm doing it in horizontal orientation tonight, just to try it. People are watching me vlog myself. I got basketball courts over there. This is a super cool little community center. So I don't have a family. All these people, they have family. I have some family, but you know, pretty much I'm alone. But I like being alone. It suits me. So yeah, 67 years old is old, but it's young old, and I'm in pretty good shape. I'm in good health. I'm trying to get my walking, my 10,000 steps a day back in. I used to do that every day, at least 10,000 steps a day, and also from time to time doing some mountain climbing and rock scrambling, which is a ton of fun. It's kind of a loner sport, rock scrambling and mountain climbing. Although I don't think you're supposed to do that stuff alone, but I do. This here is the canyon down there. Way down there, and then across the way is another neighborhood. So I'm just enjoying life, trying to stay in the moment. Trying to take care of my health. Forces me to get the hell out of the house, so I get my steps in, and then go on little adventures like this, where I'm walking at the top of the canyon. Very dark in the canyon. Over there is where the sports field is. Down there is the canyon. I forgot to... Okay, I'm live again. I must have tapped the wrong button. I'm walking around here in the dark, trying to switch the screen. So yeah, I don't know what I was going to talk about. I thought I would talk about existential crisis, because that's what I'm going through at 67 years old. Trying to figure out, like, instead of where am I going to go in the future? Because most of my life is behind me at this point, but I have a lot of years left. So what am I going to do with that? So I'm trying to think. Well, I'm going to be needing money. I don't have enough money to retire. So, because I don't have enough money to retire. There's a lot of people in that situation in my age group, in this country and in this world. But sometimes, because of all the advertisements and messages that we receive in this country, selling you on retirement and saving money and like having $1 million at a minimum to retire with. I don't have that, and I'm not going to have that. I got a kid in college who still needs my support, and what's really weird is kids today, the childhood is just extended just way into adulthood. And it's not like when she gets out of college, she's going to be able to take care of herself. I guess, unless she's forced to. I was forced to take care of myself at about 18. And so I did. But I wouldn't have if I wasn't forced into it. But other people who were able to stay home in their parents' house and save money ended up doing a lot better than me. Because there's a crucial step when you're young, and you should get started on it as soon as possible, and that is building up savings. You need to learn how to save money. It's not that easy. It's actually super complicated, and that's why most people fail at it. And there are a lot of forces acting against you. In terms of cultural forces, advertising, just giant industries, brainwashing you into wanting things that you don't need, because they want you to be insecure, right? If you're insecure, then it's like you've got a hole in you, and they can sell you stuff to fill that hole with. So people will feel like they're lacking, and they will then go into debt, and that just makes it worse. You got to avoid debt. So there's this book called The Simple Path to Wealth, and I forget the author's name, Collins or something, and it's really a good book. I've been listening to it on Audible, and he says that it's basically 3 keys to wealth, to becoming wealthy. Spend less than you make, and save the surplus. Well, the 3 keys, so the way he breaks it down into 3s is earn more than you spend, spend less than you make, and then invest the surplus. Not so easy to do. Simple, but not easy to do, especially with the cost of living. On the one hand, the cost of living is constantly going up because we live in a fiat world where the money is based on just nothing, and so they have to inflate it. They're constantly inflating the currency. That means you're constantly battling your wages being driven down relative to costs. Because there's no wage inflation. They're constantly pushing down wages, right? When wages start to rise in the U.S., they flood the country with immigrants who will drive down the wages of the native population. So you're constantly fighting this battle. So that's like a lot of stress to be under, and stress kills. You'll have reactions to stress like compulsions and, overeating, drinking, doing drugs, just trying to get an escape. And so that's gonna work against you saving money. I like the way Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett talk about it. They talk about temperament. Like, temperament is probably key. Like having a calm temperament, not being fearful. You don't live in fear. You have to have faith if you're going to build wealth. You have to be positive about the future, and you have faith in the future, and be grateful for the moment. There's that saying, the past is history, the future is a mystery. All we have is right now. That's why they call it the present. So that's true. You got to stay in the present, and then have hope for the future. We have faith. Me personally, I always feel like I'm being taken care of. Like, how did I end up just like having this beautiful evening here, watching these young folks play soccer for free? I am living, well, I'm not living below my means. I am living below my means, but my means don't just involve me, they involve other people, my daughter and her mother. So I have to take care of them. So even if I self-destruct in the process, I have to take care of them. So that puts pressure on me to go back out in the world and work at 67 when I should be retired. But I'm healthy, so I will do what I gotta do, I guess. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Probably my biggest challenge is staying healthy. Like, actually working at a computer all day messes me up at this point. Being under stress, working at a computer all day. You'd think that'd be easy work. It's not. It's very stressful, and you get repetitive stress, injuries, stress kills. So I am I'm not very good at doing live streams right now, but I'm just learning, and I learn by doing, and I don't know if I'll ever be any good at it, but I like playing with it, keeping myself company. Those are the basketball courts over there, soccer fields there. They also have baseball fields there, baseball diamond at that end, and in between is football or soccer. Occasionally I see him playing American football in there. Now it's soccer. So, and they got lights, man. Look at the lights. That's just incredible. We didn't have that when I was a kid. And I grew up in kind of a nice area, post-war Long Island. But yeah, I think I had one person watching for a little while. Now I got nobody. So I'll figure out how to get views one day, maybe, or not. I have to figure out what people want and what I can deliver. So if I'm going to do this for any kind of, I don't know what, I'm just doing it for fun right now. I guess it could be a business, which would supplement my Social Security, perhaps. I mean, I see videos all the time about people talking about how much they make on YouTube, but I don't know how to do that. But I did notice that playing around with lives, that my lives tend to get a lot of views for some reason. I guess because maybe YouTube's pushing them out. So I don't know. I'm trying this horizontal live, see how it goes. I think that's probably it for me right now. If you watch this, thank you for watching. So far, there's like one person checked in for a little while and got bored and left. So I hope things are well with you, and have a happy life. All right, I have to figure out how to stop this. I think it's X right here.